Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pine Gap Entertainment presents the PDF Files Episode 5. If you're following along, we've covered over some great videos from the Wood Royal Commission to Liberal Senator Bill Heffernan to Fiona Barnett. Now, in Episode 5, we're going to be looking at a document, but before we get into it, this document pertains to a compromisation of the highest of levels. This document alleges that Justice James Woods, the man that oversaw the New South Wales Police corruption and pedophile inquiry, is in fact a pedophile himself who would regularly come out here to Penrith, Warrington, to molest a Dean Henry. Now, Warrington is a suburb of Penrith under my relative Gregory Peters of Nepean Police Area Command. Now, Gregory Peters is my relative who married my mum's cousin Elizabeth. And Elizabeth was a high-ranking police officer with the Cabramatta Area Command during the 5T heroin epidemic that fed the whole of Australia heroin. And I used to hang out in Cabramatta an awful lot with 5T, allegedly. If you're following the dots that we're joining. And if you're following me on Instagram, there's some good pictures over there too. There's going to be a lot more. But I really want to stress to you guys that this document here is absolutely great. And I reckon before we get into this, do you remember in the 1980s and the 1990s being the millennial child and your parents couldn't be bothered reading books to you? Before, audio books like Kindle and all the rest of the services that provide audiobooks, we used to have a thing called the Little Golden Books. And you'd buy this book and it had a cassette. And you'd listen to the cassette in your Walkman, and pretty much it would tell you when to turn the pages, it would read for you. It was the closest thing to an audiobook that we had as children. I reckon we should get into this document. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm going to leave this up to me to put it on my website, where you can also download Fiona Barnett's book, Eyes Wide Open, the 2019 and the 2020 full expanded edition. Thank you, Fiona Barnett. And also you can download both documents from both Royal Commissions. This book I'd like to read to you is the Royal Commission into Institutional Responses to Child Sexual Abuse. It's a statement made by Dean Henry from Silverwater Remand Centre. I reckon, I'm not going to read all of it. Let's just keep it short and sweet. I reckon we should go to page 10. This is absolutely a compromisation at the highest of levels, like Senator Heffernan said. Page 10, ladies and gentlemen, line 25, Dean Henry says, yeah, Justice Woods and Justice Collins, Mr. Lattimore, so they were all abusers. Mr. Henry, they were abusers, yes. Now, I'm not here to read all of this, but if you'd like, head over to my website. I'll get it up for you so you can read it and you can share it around. It's compromisation of the highest of levels. Not to mention, did you know an interesting fact about Justice James Roland Thompson Woods? Well, he oversaw a 14-year-old's rape and murder case. And his findings of the case was pretty much he believes the 14-year-old girl deserved or participated in the reason why she got raped and murdered. That's the same guy that oversaw the New South Wales Police's corruption and pedophile inquiry. A magistrate who thinks it is a 14-year-old's problem and it's her to blame for her getting raped and murdered. I'm fucking out of here. I'm going to go have a drink. I'll see you next episode.